The MSC Virtuosa Superspreader event gets even worse as 2 additional deaths have surfaced on social media. An infamous cruise ship relating to the pandemic is finally setting sail again on the West Coast. Cruisers out of Baltimore can be very excited as Carnival is about to offer a very rare and one-time only unique cruise from their home port. Norwegian Prima is ready to set sail from Galveston, Texas. We'll take a look inside the Prima and show you all the cool features of the new ship. Plus, Carnival Cruise Line is reporting now that they are carrying over 50,000 guests per day as part of their cruise restart. All this coming up on Midships. Hey, welcome to the Midships YouTube channel. I'm your Captain Corey. So nice of you to stop by today. Before we get started into the news, I want to remind you that our giveaway is currently going on. If you want to be entered for your chance to win some cruise swag, all you have to do is follow the link in the description below or up here in this upper right hand corner. This week's giveaway items are the 2-pack of Cruise On cruise lanyards, plus the totally awesome passport and COVID book holder. Both of them are really popular items in my Amazon affiliate store, and if you'd like to take a look at any of our cruise swag items yourself, there are links in the description below. Even just clicking on the links to check out what colors you can get the passport holder in will help the channel out. If you made it this far, why haven't you subscribed to the Midships channel? And while you're down there, why don't you give this video a big thumbs up? If we get to just 500 likes on this video, I'll go ahead and buy this sweet kitty cat right here a brand new toy. What do you think about that, Claire? You down for that? Yeah, I think so. Now let's hop right into the cruise news because an infamous cruise ship has now set sail from the West Coast. This ship became famous during the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's go ahead and read now about this particular Princess cruise ship. From yahoonews.com by Hugo Martin. This cruise ship had an infamous coronavirus outbreak. Now it's set to sail again. The cruise ship that left thousands stranded for days off the California coast in one of the nation's first coronavirus cruise ship outbreaks returned to sea on Saturday for the first time in 18 months. The Grand Princess departed from the port of Los Angeles for a 5-day cruise down to Cabo San Lucas. Among the changes to enable the ship's return to service, only vaccinated passengers and staff are allowed on board. Masks are mandatory in all common areas, and many cabins have new air filtering technology. The 950-foot ship idled off the coast of San Francisco for several days in early March of 2020, as public health officials and the cruise company deliberated over how to address an onboard outbreak. Carnival, Princess, and other cruise companies also face a wave of lawsuits filed by the families of passengers who have died on cruises or were stricken with the disease while on a ship. But such lawsuits are unlikely to win huge awards for passengers or their families, partly because cruise companies operate under maritime law, which limits damages from death, illness, and injuries that take place at sea. Jim Walker, a Miami-based attorney whose firm litigates against the cruise industry, said the lawsuit payouts by cruise lines are, in my view, an insignificant cost in their business model. And let's go ahead and talk about Jim Walker and cruise law news right now, because Jim Walker was amongst the first people online to bring about reporting of the Superspreader event aboard MSC Virtuosa just a few weeks ago. Jim Walker, while in my opinion biased against the cruise industry, does appear to bring fact-based or at least evidence-based information to light. From cruiselawnews.com by Jim Walker. More COVID-related deaths and major illnesses after Superspreader cruise on MSC Virtuosa. Social media continues to document additional deaths and major illnesses arising from the COVID exposure aboard MSC Virtuosa, which concluded sailing this summer from the United Kingdom. 2 weeks ago, articles from cruiselawnews.com reported there were between 75 and 100 guests on board the ship that contracted the virus during a series of cruises out of the UK. They also reported that based on information from crew members on the ship, there have been an additional 25 to 50 crew who are also positive on board. However, recently the number of infected guests has increased to 165, and some of the passengers and relatives of passengers on board Virtuosa have taken to social media to go ahead and express their displeasure and to report on what's gone on board of this ship. So we're going to go ahead and read one or two of the tweets here to just give you a little bit of an idea so you can decide from yourself if MSC has done the right thing or not. MSC Cruises UK. There was no social distancing during my parents' and father-in-law's cruise. After being indoors for nearly 18 months, they only booked because of your advertisement reiterating that cruising was safe. Now, all three of them are very ill with COVID symptoms. 66 confirmed cabins tested positive from MSC Cruises UK Virtuosa outbreak so far and counting. Deck plan compiled. And while we're talking about the COVID deck plan, why don't we go ahead and take a look at it, because I was able to actually dig it up. And if you'd like to take a look at these tweets and any of the other information that we relay in today's episode, there are links in the description below. So here is one passenger's Twitter account, and they've gone ahead and highlighted only Deck 11, all the cabins that have been reported to have somebody in them that had COVID aboard. Here you can see it's all of the black numbered areas where COVID was on the 11th floor here of the ship. And I'll go ahead and just arrow through to give you an idea. It looks like a lot of these cabins sort of were adjacent to each other or in similar areas on the ship. So it wouldn't surprise me if more people around these other numbers here may end up reporting in the near future. A private Facebook group has been organized for people who were infected with COVID-19 on board Virtuosa. It now has been joined by nearly 232 guests, involving a total of 93 cabins. Since the last reporting, there have been at least 2 additional passenger deaths, as well as several cases of serious illness requiring hospitalization. Now, it's important to note that these are unofficial numbers, and MSC remains pretty quiet on the whole issue going on aboard Virtuosa. But as you know, there are 2 sides to every story, and we do need to tell MSCs. Now, unfortunately, they don't have any direct reporting on what's going on here that I was able to find this time. However, it is important to note that MSC has been sailing around the world for over 1 year now in their return to cruising, and this is the only time that we've seen any event get even remotely out of hand like this MSC Virtuosa experience did. Now let's go ahead and talk about an awesome cruise that's going to be a one-time only experience out of the port of Baltimore. From cruisehive.com by Emrys Thacker. Carnival Cruise Line offers epic 14-day cruise to Greenland. Carnival is offering a one-of-a-kind 14-day voyage to Greenland and Canada that will be departing the US in 2023 and will include 8 sea days and 5 stunning port calls. Carnival's brand ambassador John Heald teased the cruise on Wednesday, but today the cruise line is releasing a one-time only 14-day voyage that includes calls to Greenland. Carnival Legend is the lucky ship to be offering this epic cruise out of Baltimore. The Legend is a Spirit-class vessel for Carnival and will depart September 2nd of 2023 on the 14-day voyage. This voyage is part of Carnival Journeys special sailings that are offered by the cruise line. Guests will be able to experience cultural aspects of the ports the ship visits. This cruise is even more special as Carnival's big brand ambassador will be aboard, offering guests the chance to meet and mingle during the one-of-a-kind voyage. So if you didn't already know this, Carnival does in fact offer a number of specialty cruises on their website, and they're actually pretty easy to find out what specialty options you have. So I'll show you exactly where to find this information on carnival.com. All you have to do is head over to carnival.com and begin searching for a cruise. And when you get to the cruise search page, all you have to do is find this specialty cruises dropdown. Go ahead and hit it, and you can see all of the various different itineraries they're currently offering. So let's talk about this new ship that's going to be homeporting out of Galveston, Texas at the end of 2023. And that ship, of course, is the Norwegian Prima. From cruiseindustrynews.com. Top 10 cool features aboard Norwegian Prima. Norwegian Cruise Line's unveiled entertainment and onboard experiences available on their new passenger vessel Prima. The ship is the first of 6 other vessels within Norwegian's new Prima class and debuted with record-breaking sales when it was announced in May of 2021. The Prima will showcase numerous elevated onboard experiences, including the world's first venue that transforms from a 3-story theater into a Vegas-style nightclub, free-fall drop, dry slides, and the largest racetrack at sea. So all of Prima's headlining acts, including some new onboard experiences, will be shown in the Prima Theater and Nightclub. This 3-story venue is designed to seamlessly convert from performance stage to expansive dance floor. It features a customizable seating layout and moving LED screens that lower from the ceiling, and it's nearly half the size of the entire venue. Prima will offer live on NCL game show experiences that allow the audience to be part of the show. The shows will include The Price is Right supermarket sweep, and beat the clock. In addition to the immersive on-ship entertainment, there will also be the largest go-kart track at sea. Norwegian, the only cruise line offering go-karts at sea, will up the ante aboard Prima. The ship will offer the largest and first ever 3-level racetrack with the Prima Speedway. 15 drivers will be able to simultaneously drive on the course, reaching speeds of more than 50 kilometers an hour. And for those of us in the United States, that means you'll be driving about 31 miles per hour. The excitement doesn't end at the racetrack though, because Norwegian Prima will feature The Drop, the world's first free-fall dry slide, where users will experience a 10-story plunge, reaching the highest G-forces of any cruise line. More G's even than accelerating an F1 race car. So as you can see, this new Prima ship is shaping up to be something truly special that you can sail out of the port of Galveston late next year. If you made it this far into the video, why haven't you subscribed to the Midships channel? I check out my analytics and I know that it's very likely that you have not yet hit the subscribe button. So that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by, and until next time, we'll see you on the Midships.